Hi and welcome to this edition of Ask Lex, where we're talking about International Happiness Day, wellbeing at work, and a super exciting competition for learning designers and organisations. I'm Karen Maloney, the director and founder of Learning Experts, and today I'm joined by Rustica Lamb, who's the founder and director of Bloom Learning Technologies. Welcome, Rustica.
Thank you. Lovely to say hi.
So the 20th of March was the International Day of Happiness, which was started in 2012 by a special advisor to the United Nations. I think his name is Jamie Ilian. And you chose this day to launch the Happiness Project. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been interesting since 2012 when I set Bloom up. I had been searching for how did I make Bloom and what we do meaningful, like sort of actually really have some give back. And as a recruitment business and an e-learning supplier, learning tech business, it just was really hard to find what was the thing. You know, we could give e-learning to people in Africa, we could give water, like, well, it just wasn't, that was great. I think some Christmases we did Christmas lunches for Salvation Army. So we've sort of done things like that, but it wasn't until my husband had a panic attack in January, like two very significant ones, one in Fort Street in Auckland, and then one at the airport. In fact, our bags had gone and we were sort of still there with the paramedics. So, and it wasn't until that actually happened that, and we started being very open about what had happened. Like we ended up having to essentially drug him to get him back to Bali where we live, where our daughter's at the Bali Green School. And you start talking to people and it's like almost, I would say 95% of people that I talk to have either struggled with mental illness, currently struggle with it, or have someone very close, like husbands, brothers, sisters, family. So it really, it made me think, okay, so how can we make a difference to this issue, which when you start researching is a global issue. You know, in the States alone, 14 million people are on antidepressant like medication. You know, the stats are horrendous. You know, every month this number of people in Christchurch alone will experience some sort of panic attack or some sort of situation. So it's actually a massive problem that no one talks about, and it's fantastic to see like the New Zealander of the Year this year, Mike King, who actually got that for bringing awareness to mental health. So the government at the moment is talking about this as well. So it was all sort of come to this point where it's like searching for something, and then it came to that point. Then when I got back to Bali, I booked myself in on this course, and it was like, I get back and go, oh my God, now I've already got a 2-day course. What's this course? What was it all about? It was actually about humanizing brands, because that's sort of been searching for something. How do we humanize the Bloom brand?
Yes. And
actually the happiness campaign came out of A, that situation with my husband, and B, there was resultant, finding out how common it is, but then humanizing the brand and actually saying, okay, how can we, and I keep saying this to my 12-year-old daughter, how can you use your talents and skills to make a difference? And that's where we came up with the competition idea. So, which essentially is having learning designers create e-learning that we can then give away. So, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So just tell us a little bit more about that that part of it. So what are the rules around the competition? What do we want learning designers to do?
Yeah, so when I started looking, so my husband, when we got back, had a lot of significant help, and we live in Ubud, which actually means medicine. So we're actually in a really good place. So we had acupuncturists, and we had all massage people, we had all sorts of non-drug related health. So I started looking at, not everyone is lucky to have that sort of natural health and healing in their location. So we started looking at what was the Mental Health Foundation doing in New Zealand. So we've chosen the Mental Health Foundation Toolkit, which is an amazing toolkit, which is on our website, and I'll sort of talk about that shortly. But we've used that content as the content for learning designers to create some sort of digital learning. That might be an articulate storyline, it might be in Rise, might be in Powtoon, might be in Go Animate, could be in anything. It's just because they use the 5 ways to wellness at work. So using those techniques to actually, when we create and we've got the winning module, we can actually give those to organisations, and they can put it on their LMS or their website or intranet, and that then impacts every single person that works there, that with techniques to actually help them if that's happening. And it's amazing when you start to understand the symptoms. Like I see people with symptoms happening all around me, and it's the sweating, it's the fidgeting, it's the having to leave the room. It's like there actually could be symptoms of anxiety, and if you don't understand that, you can't actually help people. So and
it's really a tough thing, because it's not like how having a broken arm or you've got a band-aid on, and when people can't see it, it's really tough to kind of get across that message that, hey, there's something going on for me, and people I think still see that as a sign of weakness. you know, to sort of admit to having those kind of issues. And I think it's just as big an issue as the physical problems that we have.
Totally. Yeah. In fact, there's probably more mental than physical.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
All kind of mixed up. Okay, so I'm going to put a link underneath this video to the sections on your website where people can go and have a look. So that's for learning designers. So you're asking them to create a module and submit their module. What's in it for them?
Wasn't it for them? Yeah, actually, probably a good time to mention that. So we've been really, like, I'm so grateful for Go One. So they've actually sponsored the prize money, which is $1,000 US. We will be giving away the initial module, but then there is a possibility that Bloom could actually also resell that to other customers down the track. It could be some of the second, third, fourth prize winners. So there's actually a possibility for passive income as well. So $1,000 US for the winner, possible passive income as well. So, and of course the recognition that, you know, of all these people, and we've got over 40 have actually applied for it. You're actually a top-rated learning designer. You'll get a lot of sort of social media presence with that as well. So yeah. Yeah,
and we'll definitely be sharing all that around. So in terms of organisations, you mentioned you were going to be giving it away for free. If an organisation is interested in having the winning module, what does that look like? Is it one organisation, or are many going to get it? How does that work?
Anyone who asks. So at the moment, we've got 37 organisations who have signed up. So again, on our website, there's a place for organisations to just say, hey, yes, I'm interested. We're launching the winner on World Health and Safety Day, which is April the 28th.
Okay.
So within that sort of week or two, we'll actually be able to deliver the SCORM or whatever the files are to any organisation that asks. Go One are also putting it in their content library, so anyone who's a Go One customer can actually access that through the Go One platform as well. So, and it, again, free of charge. So, you know, and I am imagining that, you know, these are going to be pretty high quality modules that people would usually spend $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 purchasing for their organisation. So it's great value.
Yeah. It's April the 28th, so better get your designing hats on quick smart.
Well, that's announcing the winner. The competition closes. They've got a month, so it closes on the 20th of April.
20th of April. Okay. Well, even more reason to get moving. Awesome. Yes. Well, look, I mean, I think it's a fantastic initiative, you know, for you and Bloom, and I can see this as we getting some good attention. There are already some people I'm thinking I'm going to be tagging as I post this that would love to get involved. So we will, you know, share the hell out of it, and hopefully get some really good winning modules and start making a difference out there. So thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience before we sign off?
Probably not. We are going to run this again in September, and we will probably use the topic of diversity, because obviously it's an important topic as well, and somewhat linked to mental health as well. Okay. So that's going to be a September. So this is something that we'll run twice a year, so that we can actually give away 2 free modules every single year to people. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Rustica, and we'll let's get off and start sharing.
Thank you. Thank you so much for actually supporting it. It's awesome.